Okay, it is completely okay if you did not finish right now. I'm not asking you to submit yet. You'll have another opportunity um, in a little bit. But um, I want to go ahead and just play this. You guys can probably see it behind me, and you should be able to see it online too, but it'll be a recording later of it. And hang on just a second.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Was Abe Lincoln honest?
Does this dress make my bad son look big?
Perhaps it.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
All right, so not so bad. I'm going to switch out of that. I did want you to see that commercial, and I don't want to replay it. There we go. Turn this back up. All right, I did want you to see the commercial just to see what they're talking about. If you don't remember, if you don't watch TV, most people have probably seen that at one point and remember it. But scientific evidence for why we lie. So I'm going to put this back up too. Yeah. All right. So and I'm sorry about the screen that's behind me. I really don't necessarily like that, but it's just going to stay there because I am going to go back to sharing screen and put values and lies and things up there too. So what did you find out? What did you highlight? What stood out to you on that? Did anything stand out?
It talked about how small lies can dial up your self-image, but then keep you like thinking you're an honest person.
All right, so small lies can.
Dial up our self-image and still retain the perception of being an honest person.
Okay, so we're an honest person, but if we do small lies, it's not going to really hurt us or do anything to us. So small lies essentially will be okay, right? Yeah. Does it build up? I mean, do small lies kind of build up to the bigger lie eventually? So we kind of get into trouble with that a lot too. Anybody guilty of that? Yeah, I mean most people are. Anybody completely and 100% honest 100% of the time? I know it's a rhetorical question. They're all kind of rhetorical questions. But a couple of things that I found, and I highlighted a couple of sentences, and I don't have it highlighted there. I have it on here. Right at the very beginning, he did a quote, and I liked his quote. By lying, we deny our friends access to reality. Yeah, I thought that was a kind of a important sentence of what he was saying. And the resulting ignorance often harms them in ways we did not anticipate. I mean, basically, when we lie to someone, we are causing them to become ignorant to what really is or what reality is. So, and he goes on to explain some things. You know, they act on those falsehoods. I mean, how do you think gossip tends to spread a lot of times and harm people in those ways? And then the practical solution, I did highlight that, is to tell the truth with tact. Tactfully. You know, Lincoln in the video didn't tell it tactfully. He was like, man, a little bit. And he tried. I mean, he was processing it. I mean, how do you handle that? You know, is what I'm wearing appropriate, or is what I'm wearing make me look bad? You know, how do you process that? You know, we seek advice from others all the time. We also have others that are, you know, our significant people that we love ask us about things all the time. But then, is it just that? And then what about the money thing? When people were to take a quiz or something and get the answers and then shred their answers or whatever, but tell how many that they got right. The 25 cents, the 50 cents, the dollar, and the $5, they were all, pretty evenly matched or whatever. But when it became a $10 significance, people were a little bit more people were unwilling to lie about their answers. I thought that was interesting. So the bigger the number, the less likely they would lie, because there's more of it becomes a bigger lie. Yeah. All right. So that's kind of interesting. All right. I did highlight another: all forms of lying, including white lies meant to spare feelings of others, are associated with poorer quality relationships. What does that mean? What do you think that means?
You're not as close to someone as you think if you lie to them.
Probably. And that care factor is all of a sudden just, maybe it's not as much of a care. And, hey, did you work out today? Yeah, I worked out today. I ran to the mailbox. So, I was just using that because, I know that you have a training regimen that you have to follow, and sometimes you probably don't feel like doing it every day, right, or whatever it is. So that's why goals are important. So you probably don't have to worry about you, but everybody else that is just kind of going through the motions, you do worry about. Hey, did you do this in order to make yourself better? Yeah, and we have to take their word on that. So like as a coach, we operate on trusting that some people are doing what they say they're doing. So when we put them in a game and see that they're ready, we're hopefully that they'll be ready. So that's the only thing that I really can think of too. I thought there was another highlight. Oh yeah, two more highlights that I thought of. Although both groups lied, those who were given less time were more likely to do so. So time becomes a factor too. They don't have time to think about it, so they just naturally lie, I guess, or do that. But the more time they have, then it becomes apparent that maybe I do need to tell the truth or something. I thought. And then the other one was the two experiments suggest that people are more likely to lie when time is short, but when time is not a factor, they lie only when they have justification to do so. And I didn't like that sentence. I see the concept of it, but I didn't like the word justification. When is a lie ever justified? When do you justify telling a lie? So thought that was a pretty interesting article, and you're probably going, what does this have to do with what we're about to do with figurative language and things like that? Well, we're talking about Puritans, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short. So for the next video, I'm just going to, for you guys that are watching it, check out the instructional video on sinners in the hands of an angry God coming up next. All right.